everyone and welcome to KB Daily News Online TV today, the 6th of May. Here are the top stories. NCDC donates preventive items to Kebbi State. Kebbi's second COVID-19 confirmed case absconds and dies at home. State government enforces compulsory quarantine and wearing of face masks. Now the news in details. My name is Ekemini Thompson. The Nigeria Center for Diseases Control (NCDC) has donated assorted preventive items to the Kebbi State government. The items, which include hand covers, sodium hypochlorite, surgical gloves, disposal gowns, and masks, were presented to the State Commissioner for Health and Chairman Task Force on COVID-19, Alhaji Jafar Mohammed, by Dr. Aliyu Maman Nauzo from the NCDC. Other items presented were heavy-duty gloves, goggles, hand sanitizers, safety boxes, and biohazard bags, among others. Dr. Nauzo explained that the gesture was part of the intensified efforts to strengthen the response activities in states that have recorded confirmed cases. According to him, it was also in addition to the prepositioned COVID-19 starter packs sent to support Kebbi State, adding that the NCDC strategic stockpile was to support states affected by the outbreak. Speaking shortly after receiving the items, the State Health Commissioner Alhaji Jafar Mohammed lauded the center for the invaluable gesture. He also acknowledged that the items and the deployment of health professionals by the center would foster a robust cooperation with the Kebbi State team in fighting to curtail the pandemic. He also assured that the items will be put to proper use in the most transparent and accountable manner. The second case of the dreaded coronavirus disease recorded in Kebbi State, who absconded from the hospital, is dead, according to the Health Commissioner Alhaji Jafar Mohammed. Mohammed disclosed this in Brunei Kebbi on Saturday when he gave a situation report of the State Task Force on the pandemic in the state. He said the second case was a patient from the Federal Medical Center, Brunei Kebbi. He was a 60-year-old man, a non-diabetic and hypertensive patient. He was brought to the center from the Usman Dan Fodio Teaching Hospital, Sokoto, by his relatives. After reviewing the case by a consultant, COVID-19 was suspected and the state response team swung into action. According to the Health Commissioner, his samples were taken on the 25th of April 2020, but he regrettably absconded before he was taken to the isolation center. He lamented that the patient died at home on the 26th of April 2020. Mohammed averred that the corpse would be taken to Usman Dan Fodio University Teaching Hospital mortuary. As regards the earlier information, it was taken to Benue for burial. On the 29th of April 2020, the result turned out to be positive and the contact tracing team swung into action. The commissioner disclosed that the team had traced 12 close contacts and 17 other contacts. Their samples have been taken to the reference laboratory in Usman Dan Fodio University Teaching Hospital, Sokoto, while the Sokoto State epidemiologists and the management of the hospital were contacted. State Commissioner for Health appealed to the people of the state to remain calm as everything humanly possible was being done by the task force and other relevant health professionals to contain the spread of the disease. Mohammed also stated that the task force has technical support from the Nigeria Center for Disease Control in this direction. Governor Abubakar Atiku Bagudu of Kebbi State says the state government will enforce compulsory quarantine for all those coming into the state from other states as part of the sustained plausible measures to stem the tide of the raging global coronavirus disease. Also, the state government will enforce the compulsory use of face masks in all the designated public places. Governor Bagudu briefed the media in Kebbi Monday, shortly after the meeting with members of the Kebbi State Task Force on COVID-19 at the Government House in Kebbi. According to the governor, masks are being made available across the state, while the local tailors were being told to speedily produce them. The state government will also provide adequate face masks, just as there is sufficiency for the people of the state to buy and use them. The governor further disclosed that the state government has already set up mechanisms in place to ensure the strict observation of a nationwide night curfew put in place by President Muhammadu Buhari. The governor also stated that the various security agencies have been fully mobilized and to ensure compliance with the compulsory quarantine order. According to him, this is for all those coming into the state from outside to protect the people who should be encouraged or forced to stay under observation for a while. It was also to ensure that they don't create harm to themselves or the innocent law-abiding citizens of Kebbi State. The governor also lauded the diligence and dedication of the members of the task force and other health professionals, saying they have been brave and courageous. He added that the task force and other line ministries and agencies will continue to be empowered to provide the needed palliative support. He directed the Permanent Secretary, Women Affairs, and other organizations to coordinate and ensure that the palliatives were distributed in different places, especially to women who find it difficult to leave their homes as easily as their men folks. Mr. Bagudu warned that the COVID-19 is a global pandemic that affects all the people of the world, directly or indirectly, and as such, Kebbi State was not an exemption. And to end the news, the highlights again. NCDC donates preventive items to Kebbi State. Kebbi State's second COVID-19 confirmed case absconds and dies at home. Kebbi State government enforces compulsory quarantine and wearing of face masks. That is the end of the news for today. My name is Thompson Ekemini. Do have a great day ahead.